Hey, what's up guys, Alex here, thank you for checking this video. Welcome to my personal list of the top video editors for Linux. If you're like me trying to ditch proprietary software and leave the macOS or Windows ecosystem, you know that Linux is the right answer. But unfortunately, professional applications like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro are not available for Linux. So here's the full list of all the apps I tested and consider a suitable replacement for professional video editors. Blender. I'm still surprised by the fact that not everyone knows that Blender has a built-in non-linear video editor. In fact, all the open movies released by the Blender Foundation were edited in Blender itself. The interface is not the most intuitive one and the learning curve can be stiffer than other software, but nonetheless, it offers everything you need. Installing the add-on Power Sequencer is highly recommended, as it brings improvements and missing features you will definitely need. The major drawback of Blender is the render time, pretty slow compared to other, as Blender cannot yet leverage CPU multi-threading, but upcoming updates and a new version will hopefully fix that. Blender is fully open source and you can follow closely its development as the source code is publicly available. You can install it via an unofficial PPA, which is updated by the community every Friday. KdenLive. If you've been looking around in the Linux community, you probably already know KdenLive. It's widely used and recommended as it resembles the UI and behavior of Adobe Premiere. It's pretty easy to use and offers all the major tools you'd need to complete your work. It's actively developed with a new version released almost every month, and it comes with support for 4K resolution out of the box. Pretty impressive. An app image or a Flatpak are available, which will make the installation process pretty smooth. Be aware that if you decide to install it with anything other than the app image, in order to work, KdenLive will install pretty much the entire KDE desktop environment, so be aware of your disk space. Natron. If you're into motion graphics or you need a software capable of handling color grading or post-production like Adobe After Effects, Natron is your best alternative. It comes with a node-based interface which could be frightening at first, but if you give it enough time, it offers outstanding flexibility and scalability. Also, a Flatpak installer is available for Natron, so installing it in your favorite distro, it's super easy. The intro of this very own video was done in Natron. Pretty good, right? DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is a big name in the video editing industry as it's largely used by big studios and movie productions. You can imagine how excited I was when it first was announced the release of a fully compatible version for Linux. Some time has passed since the first buggy and unstable releases, now it's the right time to jump on board. The installation process is a bit weird, as a shell file that needs to be run via terminal as a root is offered, but of course the developers and active users in the community created some scripts to automatically generate a Debian package to smooth things out. Be aware that you need to manually install all the dependencies and libraries before installing the software, or your audio and video playback won't work. You can find the link to a short guide I wrote right in the description below this video. DaVinci Resolve is my primary choice as video editor on Linux. It's still an early version, so random bugs or unexpected crashes are kinda common, but the flexibility and the features offered in this tool are light years ahead compared to other editors, and having the ability to run it for free on Linux, it's invaluable. Did I miss something? Do you think these software are enough for a freelance video editor or even a whole production studio to fully switch to Linux? Let me know in the comments below, and as usual, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. New video reviews and tutorials about Linux development and design are published every week. Thank you guys for watching, and I talk to you in the next one.